Hey y'all, coming to you today from having landed back in the desert from New York, where I was doing consent-based practices with a cast traveling to China, a cast of a show for Broadway Asia. And things have been coming up over the past few years that I've been doing this kind of work, intimacy and consent-based practices, which is about the difference between boundaries and strategies to protect your system, especially if you're traveling in a tour, and being able to communicate boundaries and understanding what a no feels like in the body. So there's all of that, which is super important, and keeps us safe even from interpersonal conflict. Like if I don't know your boundaries and you have boundaries about space or prep time, you need to zone out on your headphones and people are trying to chat with you and things like that. If I don't know that, then you're not safe for me, because here you are building up a head of steam and kind of creating a story about me when I don't even know what your boundaries are. So that kind of keeps us interpersonally and individually in a safer state, nervous system wise. And so there's that. But then the difference between that and being uncomfortable. You know, when you travel, you're uncomfortable. Things get delayed. The temperature isn't great. It's hot in the airport in Shanghai or wherever else you're going. Or people, you don't know the language, or the food is different, or the way that they do things is different. You know, individualist society, which is us, Western, versus collectivism and a collectivist society. And how do those things manifest day to day? It may be uncomfortable for you. And there might be some uncomfortability with what you're being asked to do for rehearsal. If you're asked to sing out more than usual, maybe some cast members are out for the show with, COVID or something else. And you're being asked to take over some roles or duties that you normally wouldn't, and that feels really uncomfortable. There's a difference between challenge, being uncomfortable temporarily, and being unsafe. Because the challenge, the uncomfortable, the doing things you haven't done before, the sort of adaptability is how we learn and how we create more bandwidth. And so if you're always saying no, if there's always like a big no in the room, and that's like, well, I need to keep myself safe, so I'm just going to say no to most things that I don't understand or I don't have control of or I don't know or haven't done before, that is going to prevent you from learning and learning how to adapt and creating more bandwidth in your system. So I think it can be really nuanced. And the other